This amazing effect is going viral on Instagram. But have you ever wondered how to achieve it on your 3D prints? I'll reveal it to you in this video. Hello everyone and welcome to this new video from Free Dreams 106 channel. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new tutorial in which we are going to find out how to achieve this fantastic effect to create amazing 3D prints. I don't know about you, but lately every time I open Instagram, I found a video about this talented maker who creates masterpieces. So I asked myself, how do I do it? After some research, I found the solution and want to share it with you in this guide. The process is actually very simple and uses a completely free and easy to use software. So today we are going to create a project together with this effect using a special filament. I'll show to you what this website is, how to use it, how to create these phenomenal prints, and stay tuned until the end because I'll also reveal 3 tricks to get even more impressive results. Have I piqued your curiosity? Well, then leave a like and let's get started. Here we are at the computer to start this tutorial. I've already opened the website we're going to use today, which is Spiral Betty. As I mentioned, this is a completely free software for personal use and accessible online, as well as easy to use. To get started, all we have to do is upload the image we want to use for our print in this area. The site will process it and show us the adjustment screen, where we can change the image magnification. When we are satisfied, we can click on the check mark to access the really fun part, because this screen is where the magic happens. As you can see, the website has automatically created a spiral version of our image without us having to do anything. But that's not all, because now we have access to all the settings we need to create the file exactly as we want it. Let's start by setting the preview to black and white to better visualize the effect. The first setting we can play with is the number of rings that form the image. As we increase the number of rings, they will become thinner and the image will become even more similar to the original. On the other hand, reducing the number of rings will make the image easier to print, but also less accurate. From scale, we can enlarge or reduce the image as in the initial adjustment panel, when we first loaded the file. From lightness, we can change the brightness of the image, and consequently, the shape of the rings that define the spiral. With contrast, we can change the contrast. You don't need to be an expert in photography or editing to use these settings. Just experiment a little and check the preview to see if the result has improved with a particular change. As you may have noticed, the preview in the center updates automatically every time we change a parameter. There are a couple of other icons that can be useful. The first allows us to invert light and dark areas, depending on whether you need a positive or negative image. The second allows us to switch between circular and square format, depending on the effect we are looking for. You may have noticed that there are also many color combinations on the side that we can view to get a preview of various combinations. But in a moment I will show you how to get a preview from the slicer so you can try out all the colors you are interested in. All that remains is download the file. For 3D printing, select the SVG format without the background and click download. We have now reached the stage where our object really takes shape, because we are going to open the slicer to create the actual project. For this video, I've decided to make a clock with a special filament, which I will show you in a moment. I will use Anycubic Next Slicer, but any software based on Orca Slicer or Bamboo Studio will offer you the same options. So let's create a base for the clock. Right-click and add a primitive, in this case a cylinder. I decided to make a fairly large one, so I set the diameter to 22 centimeters. Now select the body you just created, right-click again and select Add part. Click on SVG and upload the file you generated with Spiral Betty. You will see that the slicer will automatically extrude it. Select Use Surface to have the design on top of the base and give it a thickness. I will use 2.6 mm. For both the base and the design, I recommend setting a thickness that is a multiple of the layer height you intend to use. For example, I will set 0.2 mm. If we want to use two colors, one for the base and one for the design, we can open the Objects panel and assign a color to the SVG using the numeric keypad. For the hole for the mechanism, we need to use a negative part. First, select the two bodies and assemble them. Now, right-click to add the negative part and select a cylinder. For my mechanism, a diameter of 8.9 mm is fine, which I enter using the scale function. And make sure that the solid completed pierces through the clock. I will add a guide for the mechanism body using the same method. To quickly add the numbers, I modified the SVG in Inkscape, but I'll show you how to create the numbers directly in the slicer. Again, we add the part and select Text, modifying the settings as we prefer. If you accidentally deselect the text, to return to the Parameters panel from the Objects panel, you can select the text and edit it with the right key. Okay, our 3D model is ready. Let's slice it. As you can see, we also have a color preview, so we can experiment with the combinations of the colors. Okay, almost 5 hours of printing. I'd say let's get started. If you're enjoying this video, remember that you can give the channel a huge boost with a small gesture, such as leaving a like below or a comment. Thank you to everyone who supports me. And here we are with the clock assembled. The effect is really amazing. I personally love it. It was a complex image that I chose for this project, but it turned out well. It stands out well, especially from a distance, also because I used two filaments with an excellent contrast. For this video, I selected a white base and a special filament for the design, namely pearl blue with this beautiful finish and color. Filament PM was kind enough to send me this beautiful PLA for today's video. For those who don't know, this company produces high-quality filaments in different materials and finishes. We have already seen them on the channel when we talk about marble filaments or glow in the dark, and I'm super happy to bring you the pearl line, which is really beautiful. You can see on the design of this clock, but also on other projects I printed with this spool. The result is a glossy surface, but in a way that is more elegant than classic silk. And this shade of blue is really beautiful, don't you think? If you're interested in finding out more about Filament PM products, here is a link to their website where you can also find samples to try different types of filaments and find the one that best suits your projects. So, now that we have our clock, as promised, I want to give you 3 tips for getting the best possible result from this site. First, balance. Find a good compromise between resolution and ring size. When it comes to setting the numbers of rings, you want to aim for a recognizable image, of course, but also maintain a width that is suitable for your 3D printer. Second, 0.2 mm nozzles. This is somewhat related to the previous point. If you want to achieve an extremely recognizable image, then a 0.2 mm nozzle will be a really handy for you. Nowadays, changing nozzles on the most modern printers has become very easy and quick. You can also find ready-made and optimized print profiles in most cases, so don't be afraid to experiment with smaller nozzles. Third, filaments. One of the keys to achieving a good result is the filament. You need a pair of spools that offer good contrast and allows you to see the image at a glance and without difficulty. The preview in the slicer is a great way to determine whether two filaments can deliver a good result. Basically, combining a dark color with a light color will give you a good effect. It is best to avoid transparent filaments because they make the image difficult to distinguish. I had a lot of fun creating this project. This effect can also be used with laser engravers or CNC machines, and there are other options available on this website that you can experiment with. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in a new video about this. As I said, the website is free for personal use, but you have to pay for a license if you want to sell products made using Spiral Betty. Also, if you want to support the mind behind this website, you can leave a donation using the Ko-Fi link. If you like this video, leave a comment or a like below to support me and check out these videos too.